Good morning, good evening, what time of day it is. I do another video beyond coronavirus vaccination. While the numbers have dropped quite a lot in the province, I say a number, which is great. As they not due to a lockdown, yes, but also because of people being administered the vaccinations, okay? When people administer the coronavirus vaccination, when you get the second needle, that takes them off the list of being potential spreaders for coronavirus. That puts them on the safe list that they're not spreading a coronavirus there, see? Now, that's what I sort of found out when I tried to do some talking myself. I do an asking question. Just say, see what it is on the federal government and the provincial governments here, and this is in Canada, of course. I know in the U.S. they have a list like that, similar, but when somebody receives their first vaccination, or the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, or what vaccine they're getting there, they will receive the second dose of the same vaccine within the next month, the following month. When they get the second final dose of it, they will receive that. Once they receive that other final dose of that vaccine, they will, then, that point, they're removed from the list of potential spreaders out in society. They still have to wear PPE, but they're off that list of potential spreaders. So you can, you eliminate it off the list, but you put it on a list of just back on a regular list of people. See, right now, in Canada, the people on the list are being potential spreaders of COVID-19, and as a result, but when you get a list, you off that list of potential spreaders of the virus, because of if somebody affected by the virus and they get over it, they off the list of potential spreaders as well. So basically, so when you get a vaccine, you off that list of potential spreaders because one, I heard 3 people have gotten the vaccine and tested positive for the virus. But that it's only a very, very small handful of people, like that maybe in 2 to 3 cases of people. And okay, new variant out here, another one too, it got me going too a bit. Because once you get the vaccine, you're not a potential to get, and the potential catching a variant is really it's not a when instead of you catching a variant here, it's next to 0 getting it. Because more deadlier it was the SARS. The intent of catching a variant at 0. Then, so you cannot get neither if you got the vaccine. But if you don't have it, you will catch it. But people who have been dying, been positive with the variant, the Ontario government got them under lock and key. They are literally put away in nursing homes. They're put away in places where you can't get access to them. They're basically put away, locked up in certain locations where you can't get access to, and only medical health professional can access it. That's what they do. So there's only about, to me, I know, only about a dozen people, maybe about 15 actual cases of variant right now in Canada alone. So 15 cases are well isolated, they're well under control. Government really keeping it under control. So I'm wondering too I'm going to go ahead with a vaccination anyways, but when C2, so I got an appointment up on the 17th coming up. If okay, here we go, if A lockdown over, I could go in and have an in-person appointment. If a lockdown to on, it would be a telephone appointment. Anyways, so what I gotta do is really ask some serious questions about this. And still, I want to get that coronavirus vaccine. I'll still get it because I feel so far I have not tested positive for coronavirus since March. Not good. For me, I'm getting, I tested negative each time. So even so, if I went and pushed on this too much, honestly, a good luck I haven't gotten it, but I don't want to have my good luck turn sour and end up having a test and I had it and I had to quarantine here. And quarantine in this apartment, that would drive me bonkers. Can't go out, can't do anything. I would literally end up kill myself. It happens. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to take a 14-day quarantine. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. Honestly, I don't think I'd be able to handle a 14-day quarantine. I wouldn't be able to. I don't think I could do that, Honestly, that's going to annoy me enough that, you know what? Not having, and worse part, not having the funds or to take our food off. We're running out of money or to take our food. But, honestly, I would not have the funds to continue. That is hard on me to think about it, honestly. The worst fear I have in my life is ending up on a ventilator. I do not want to go that route, ending up on a ventilator. You know why I wouldn't do that? Two reasons why. Number one, I probably would not survive to tell about it. I know I won't survive. Guys, I know I will not survive to tell about it. And even if I did survive, I'd never be the same again. So that would be, something I don't want to happen. Because the day come, and I get tested positive, real bad case of coronavirus, we end up on a ventilator. You know what? I might as well. And you can make it a drug to coma. What am I going to say? I'm just going to turn around, and I put in coma, and then when they try to take me off it, I'm not even going to bother coming out of it. I'm going to, let myself die. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I heard drug-induced coma, you have nightmare, you can't wake up. And if you die in that nightmare, you're dead in the waking real world, outside the dream world. Now, if I was, honestly, if I was in a, then exactly what I would do is I would kill myself in a nightmare in a drug-induced coma. Because you know why? Because coronavirus, will not even worth me coming off that ventilator at that point. So if I have ventilator, I'm dead. That's something I never want to end up in my life. I'd rather die at old age and to die that way. You know what? I'd rather live the longest I can until I'm ready to die. Not 1 minute early, not 1 minute late. Not 1 minute early, not 1 minute late, on time. But only God knows that. God upstairs, He knows the time of when I'm supposed to be there. I don't know the time. Nobody knows time. As a matter of fact, to me, I'd rather wait until the time is, till I hope to be there. Honestly, I'm 60 years old now. You know what? I think I got another, I say maybe, I would say probably, I got another, I know some people push to 104 in good health. I'm 60. It would be funny if I pushed it to 110. That'd be weird. It'd be really funny if I pushed it to almost to 200. I've never heard anybody pushing it that far, but I could break. Maybe it'd be funny if I broke a Guinness World Record for the oldest person oldest person surviving. It'd be weird. Did that? Imagine the stories I could tell people. I can imagine stories I can tell people. Anyways, well, I can't imagine it. Well, I can imagine it somewhat, but I wouldn't. I can only imagine. But honestly, me, I think I don't mind. When it even went that long, by that time, I'd be so ready. By the time I hit 200, 205, I'd be ready to come home to God. And then, but not now. Not today. Not now. Maybe in the future, yes. But not now, honestly. So, I'm going to say blog over.